This is Remy ESP from ESP, and you're watching the Channa 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 podcast. Until next time.
Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of my podcast. We have a very special guest today joining all the way from Singapore. We have Remy fan from ESP.
Hello
Hi, Remy.
there. Thank you so much for having me. I'm just trying to be a bit different from the rest of the guests. So do you think left is better or right is better?
Both
Really?
Yeah.
Someone told me that my right side looks better than my left. I'm not sure. Okay, but meanwhile, thank you so much for having me. And how are you? How are you?
I'm good. How about you, Remy?
You see, every time when you appeared in my show, I'll be like saying mabuhay, 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 which is not wrong because you're based in Manila, right?
Right.
But I should say, are you born now? Are you born?
Are you born?
No, then I would just joke my Sri Lankan, are you both two? Are you both three? Okay, enough of those jokes. But meanwhile, thank you so much for having me to the show. I'm truly honored. You've been doing a fantastic job. Over 100 episodes. How do you manage that? It's amazing.
Yeah. Just how was your day today, Remy?
My day is a Sunday, so God created Sunday for us to rest. And what am I doing work here with you? I'm just kidding. I had a great Sunday, and we had some great things happening for ESP. We have a weekly talk show, and I had an episode last night with Bunny Mello, a professional female wrestler from London, UK. And the next couple of weeks, the guests just going to get more exciting, and we're going to do it to the end of the year. No rest for the wicked. And things are just rolling nonstop. 2021 has been a very kind year to me so far.
Right. So how is Singapore now with all this pandemic and everything? Because I really miss Singapore, going to Singapore. So how is it now, the situation?
You know what? I'm sure Singapore misses you as well, because we had a brief chat before the recording that you watched a show in Singapore. You were doing a bit of a show review in Changi Airport, and bam, we don't see you for 2 years, right? Yes, so Singapore, Mrs. Channa as well. Things are going okay. Generally, Singaporeans are very, very law abiding. We trust our government. We have a sound government. So all these things in place seems to be working. We have close to 0 community cases on a daily basis. And all those people who are in traveling from overseas to Singapore, either for work or to see their spouse, and they are suspected COVID, they'll be quarantined immediately. So we're doing okay. We're doing okay. We're just hoping that our neighbors can do as okay as us, so we can start opening the international borders, so we can see each other again in person. I like that very much, Channa. I like that very much. The human touch,
Yeah. So I think the last show I went to Singapore was in 2020, January 2020. That was my last gig.
What show?
Love Bites.
Love Bites. Oh, you were there for the Love Bites show. They're really, really pretty. They're quite attractive, and they're really good players.
Yeah.
And I heard the cover of Eagle Fly Free by Halloween. Did they do the show? Did they do the song in the show?
I don't remember anymore.
Right. It's been a while. But well, once again, when the international borders are open, Channa, we welcome you back. Okay, Singapore miss you.
Right. Thanks, Remy. So just remembering that how we got connected. So I saw this post of band Assault that appearing on your podcast. Yeah.
Assault. Yeah. Clarence. Clarence. Clarence Chong. All right.
So I know Clarence Chong for some time. So that's how I sort of I saw that post on Facebook about your ESP. I actually thought when it's a ESP first, I thought it's the ESP, the brand, the guitar brand.
The guitar brand? No. It was a pure coincidence. ESP is not a guitar brand. ESP can mean a lot of things. And I'll tell you more about my rebranding exercise. And some of the fans and friends of ESP came up with the craziest ideas what ESP can stand for. But meanwhile, back to your story about how you got to know us. You saw Clarence from Assault, ESP, and you thought it was a guitar brand. And then?
Yeah, and then I think after that I add you on Facebook because I saw your profile. And then we chat. I think initially a little bit, and then that's how we got connected.
So all thanks to Clarence from Assault, huh? So here's a shout out to Clarence. Choo! Thank you so much for introducing me to Channa.
Yeah, you know, Assault. I haven't seen them live. I have their all their albums.
Nice.
I know Clarence, but I somehow I missed the show. They even played in Manila for two times, I think, but I
Wow.
wasn't able to go.
No problem. All time and place. And I hope one day we can catch Steve. in Manila. We'll talk more about Steve later, okay? But this is just a really long overdue conversation. And if you don't mind, if I can ask you some questions too, right?
Yes, yes.
Fantastic. But meanwhile, it seems like we got lots to cover. It seems like you've got lots of burning questions that I'm hoping to be able to answer you. So take it away.
Yeah. So Remy, I'm quite curious. Can you tell me a little bit about your childhood and your like earliest memories of music?
I got a terrible childhood. My parents were horrible. They hated me doing music. They hated it because I just grew up in a very typical Asian family where, you know, it's either you're a lawyer, doctor, engineer, or you're a failure, right? And so when I told my parents that I wanted to do something else rather than those three, they reluctantly agreed, and because that degree will help me to get a full-time job, so I can move out and give them some less trouble, right? But no, all thanks to mom and dad, I'm a healthy grown man, and I don't really have a strong memory of them being overly supportive of music. But they sent me for electron classes. I got to know my C, A minor, F, and G from those courses. So I started my foundation from learning through that. I hated it because my teacher was really strict. And my mom wasn't the most patient person. So I gave it up after 3 years. And I started playing the guitar when I was 16. Because in Singapore education system, when you finish your O levels, right, there was a 6 months break before you go for your diploma. And what do you do when you're 16 when you have nothing to do? You pick up the guitar and try to impress girls, right? You want to play the guitar and get chicks, right? So I tried that. It worked, but I realized that shouldn't be the spirit of playing music. It should be a little bit more meaningful than just, you know, dating girls. So I took lessons for 8 weeks from a school locally, and I learned about the blues, and that took it home. 3 chords, played 12 times over and over and over again, and everybody in the band can participate with guitar solo, bass solo, drum solo, and the singer can sing whatever they want. And that, you know, basically took it home. I want to play guitar because I want to play blues, right? And then grunge happened, Nirvana happened. Heavy, it was not metal, but the music from Nirvana is just so heavy. Green Day happened. It was catchy, it was fun, it was heavy at the same time. And it's like, wow, that's why I want to play guitar too. You know, playing blues is cool, but I want to play what the guys and the girls want to mosh to as well, right? So I was in a school combo band when I was 18 during my diploma days. And I had a multiracial band with a Malay bass player and an Indian drummer, a Hong Kong guitar player, and a keyboard player from Malaysia was the only Chinese guy trying to rock out. And I have a very strong liking for Megadeth. There's always a battle between Metallica and Megadeth, right? So if you're a death hit, you're a death hit. You're Metallica hit. And I just happen to like Megadeth a little bit better than Metallica. So my band covered the song called "Countdown to Extinction."
Right.
And that was a song that that permanently acted my love for metal music. So that was my beginning. So Nirvana happened, Green Day, then I jumped straight into Metallica and Megadeth, and the rest is a mystery. So this is my journey, like a tip of the iceberg of my journey for music.
Right. I didn't know that because you see here what's there.
Oh, whoa! I'm just removing myself. This Megadeth, man, live in Manila.
Yeah, because
so
Megadeth
cool.
is actually my favorite thrash band also.
I want to cry now. Now the two of us. And what was the reason why you like Megadeth more than Metallica?
I feel the aggression of Megadeth more than Metallica actually, and I like the lyrics because it's very political, very, you know, pumps you up.
That's right. And what was your first favorite Megadeth song that caught your ear?
Actually, when I was growing up, we used to in Sri Lanka, you know, we had a channel that shows once in a while they show some music videos. So I remember seeing Symphony of Destruction.
Oh, what a good riff, man. One
Yeah.
good reason.
And then I also love the Euthanasia album.
Oh, I love every track of the Euthanasia album. I love every track, man. I can sing them all. Not like Dave Mustaine though, but I can sing them all. And what's your favorite track in Euthanasia? That's a burning one.
Train of Consequences. That's my favorite. Yeah, so I was actually using that intro as my theme for the podcast in the earlier seasons.
God damn! I should have realized that. Now we're death hits. Now we can be very good friends. Oh yeah, solid, man. But I gotta admit, the reason why I enjoy Megadeth is partly because of Marty Friedman, because I learned that he has such a wide spectrum of music, and man, he plays for Kitaro. He plays for Taiwanese pop stars. He's doing Japanese stuff right now. He plays for Megadeth. He's a very, very versatile guitar player. And I met him once or twice, and he's a really, really humble person. And besides Paul Gilbert, Marty Friedman is one of the top fives for sure, for me.
Yeah, so I love Marty also. Yeah,
I love Marty as well. But we can talk all day about Megadeth. Okay.
So Remy, what do you remember about the metal scene back in the day when you were starting?
I had the privilege of being not just a metal fan, but also a metal contributor when I started this journey. So in the late 90s and early 2000s, all the way to 2011, I was actively promoting shows. I would do local shows for local bands who wants to perform. So you can call me a concert planner, you can call me a gig planner, you can call me a person that makes things happen. But yes, it did happen. So back in the late maybe 1990s, 1999, 2000, I started this little one-man show called Trippy Factory. So what I do is I create local shows for people, and Clarence came for a couple of my shows too, for sure, because he's been a metal fan for a long time. And of all those Singaporean friends and fans that you've met, they've came to my show somewhere, somehow. But the biggest show I've done in my entire life that was really, really a success was for Impiety. So the Chaos Command 696, when they were signed by Osmos Record for the very first time, for a Singapore band to be signed by Osmos Record, I approached them saying that I want to do a show for you. We struck a deal, and they performed. I think about 500 fans turned up for the show, which is considered big for Singapore, right? And that was back in 2002 or 2003. And you know what? And back then you can watch Impiety for 15 Singapore dollars. Now, maybe not. Maybe it's 3 times or 4 times the price. But back then, $15 and a free drink. And on top of that, there are 6 other supporting bands. It was a rocking show. So it was the Chaos Command 696 album launch show. So, along the way, technology happened as well. YouTube happened, became more and more popular. People started getting a little bit lazy, I feel. Like a lot of pushing needs to be done to get the show happen. Like, for example, they were rather, I'm just too lazy to watch the show. Those true hardcore fans I really admire. They'll just support you by buying tickets and turn up for the show, right? But those guys who are metal fans, but just not passionate enough to spend that money and be there to be seen and to just mix with the crowd, I think that's a bit of a bummer. But you know what? Everybody's got their choice. Everybody's got their priorities. I'm not going to judge. But along the years, the people coming for shows is getting lesser and lesser. And I'm sure some of the concert organizers you met from Singapore will tell you probably pretty much the same thing. So to a point that I realized that 2011 was my very last show. It was featuring Dear Tetra, the black metal band from Thailand, where I needed to do something really, really drastic just to drive ticket sales, just to get the fans from coming in. So I told some of the supporting bands, look, let's go for an audition, which turns out to be a nightmare on its own. I can save that for another day, another episode. So for those selected bands, all I'm asking for is for you to just sell 20 tickets. And you know what? The best part about it, 80% of the tickets, or a certain percentage of the tickets, will go to you as your profit. So you're basically selling yourself to your friends and fans, saying, come watch my show to help you earn some kind of money, for your effort in doing the show, paying for your studio fees. And you know what? That backfired like mad, because they're not interested in money. They're just interested in having a good time at your expense. And while you need to book the space, rent the equipment, convince the authorities it's a legal show with no satanic lyrics and all that jazz, and those bands that perform in my show just want to have a good time at my expense. So I realized in 2011, I've lost enough money, I've lost enough time, I've lost enough friends. It's time to move on. So 2011, Black Revelations was my very, very last show organizing in Singapore. It was heartbreaking because I was really, really passionate about organizing shows and making things happen for Singapore. But maybe that time, the people are unable to accept what I'm about to, what I can offer. They say that Remy is a sellout. How come is he charging $15 for audition for a band? Why is he making me sell tickets when metal is supposed to be about passion? Passion. What's passion? Can passion pay your bills? Can passion can passion feed the family? Can passion pay for the rental of my equipment, pay for my location for your gig, just so that you can have fun? But you know what? Everybody's got their choice and everybody's got their priorities. And this show is not all about digging up the past and feeling bent up about the days of my youth. I'm at peace with myself right now. I moved on from organizing concerts and I'm enjoying metal in my own pace. I started ESP, I started my own talk show, and things has never been better. So I'm in high spirits right now.
Right. So Remy, I'm a bit curious about your growing in an Asian family. So how is the Chinese music to you? I mean, what's the influence of Chinese music to you?
Hey, Channa, this is a really, really bad trick question. trick question. Okay, because besides being passionate about metal, I'm a bit bipolar when it comes to music. I also write Mandarin lyrics and Mandarin music for the Chinese pop scene. I perform in Beijing and Taipei with one of the superstars in Singapore, and I'm still passionately writing Chinese music still. So, of course, because I speak Mandarin, I'm very passionate about language. I speak English and Mandarin, and I'm a professional show host for the past 20 years in both English and Mandarin. Right. So, how Chinese music has influenced me is my ability to connect with my culture, my ability to connect with the language, the beautiful language of Chinese, right? To be able to rhyme, to be able to find words that English cannot express and only Chinese can. So I like to think that I'm best of both worlds. So I can be that goody two-shoe writing Chinese love music. Oh yeah, baby, I love you, right? On the other hand, I want to rip your face, I kill your god. You know? So on the other side, I can do both sides. Right. And right in the middle, I'm also very passionate about writing children's music. I got two little girls back home. So every time when they grow 1 year older, I write an original, lovely birthday song for them every year. Wow. I got two, so yeah, they've gotten a few songs right now. So yes, there you have it. A bit of a wrap up and sum up. I write lovely, soppy Mandarin pop music. I want to kill your god kind of thrash metal music. And in the middle, I love children. I love humanity. So I write children's music.
Right. Because as you know, I'm not just listening to metal. I do listen to other genres. I try to explore from other countries. And I try to get into like sort of listening to Chinese music, but the only band that I could really enjoy was Beyond. You know the band Beyond?
Of course, they are legendary rock band from Hong Kong, so influential in the days of my youth. So what about Beyond? Tell me more about what you like about Beyond.
I mean, I don't really understand anything what they're saying, but I can feel that, so I bought, when I was in Singapore, I went to Chinatown. I actually bought one of their DVDs that has like, all these albums.
Can you hum one of your favorite tunes? There must be one memorable tunes in Beyond. Just hum something, even if you're out of tune, I don't care. Just hum something.
I don't think I have listened to them recently.
Okay.
So but
so I want to introduce you just one song. There's only one song you know about Beyond, and when you sing it, you'll be loved by all Singaporeans. This is a song that will be played every night as a finale for the song to just lights out. You're getting out of here at 3 a.m. when doing peacetime when there's no COVID, right? This song is called Hoi Fu Tin Hong, means heaven in the sky. I can't remember the Chinese thing, but it's such an anthem. So we don't care if we're Indian, Chinese, Malay, in between. Everybody knows the lyrics in Cantonese. We used to joke about it. That's a national anthem of Singapore, man. So it goes like this. 原諒我這一生不被風中愛自由，哪會怕有一天會跌倒 ？Oh no! Check that song out. If there's one song you should know about Beyond, that's the one. I will send you the link. Go practice it. We'll sing it together in karaoke next time.
Right.
But you know what? Beyond is incredible. They've influenced all Chinese rockers or people who like music in general with such a great, immense power and inspiration. So you made the right choice. Beyond's good then.
Yeah, have you seen that song that they did for Nelson? They did a song for Nelson Mandela, right?
Yes. Amani. I think so. That's the one for Nelson Mandela. Oh, wait a minute. That could be the song that I hum could be the one for Nelson Mandela. It's about freedom. It's about, yeah. So maybe that might be the one. Well, Beyond. That's another reason why we should be good friends. Fantastic. Megadeth and Beyond. So
yeah. So Remy, can you tell me a little bit about the songwriting and stuff? When did you get into really got into songwriting?
What? Wait, when I was writing Chinese pop music to impress girls, or when I got really, really try to be creative by writing funny lyrics over thrash metal music? When?
I think let's touch both. Let's touch both.
My songwriting is always about the words first, because like you understand by now, I've only got 3 years worth of electone, and I started playing guitars without having any theory. So I'm always a lyrics guy first before having the melody, right? So I'll write 4 lines of something that I think roughly rhymes. It sounded good. It sounded like I can catch the girl's attention and sort of make them come closer to me. And when the first 4 lines is done, I'll just take up the guitar and I'll start strumming some chords and make sense out of it. And once I have the first verse done, the rest just flows. Verse, pre-chorus, chorus, bridge, chorus, end. Yeah, that's my standard Chinese pop music stuff. Same goes for children's music. The children's songs that I write, maybe we can start with the birthday song. I want to make it like a song diary for my children. I'll do a snapshot of what they like and what they dislike at that age. So maybe they like My Little Pony, maybe they like having ice cream at McDonald's. I'll put it all in, make it a rhyme, put in the melody for the first 4 lines, and the rest would just flow very, very naturally. So this is my songwriting for the pop music part. For the thrash metal bit, I am so fortunate and so lucky to become very, very good friends with the maestro of Dear Tetra. Back in 2011, when I did my show for them, we stayed in touch. And we got to know him, saying that, hey, we just stay in touch. Whenever I'm in Bangkok, you give me some of his time. And if you, when he's in Singapore, doing that 2 years of show, I've taken good care of him and his band members. So we've been very, very good friends over the years. So if I can fast forward to 2016, sometime in November, or 2015 or something like that, I just pop by and say, hey, Rex, I got an idea, man. ESP, Evil Sing Pandas back in the days is just an acoustic band. I think it's a really, really funny name. I always want to do something extreme metal about it. It's always been like a rock cover band. We did White Snake, we did Deep Purple, we did Black Sabbath with it. There was a period of time we played some acoustic music covers with it. But you know what? I think it's time to take it to the next level. I'm a metal guy, you're a metal guy. And in the Tetra, you wrote all the music. And maybe you want to do something. But instead of black metal, can you consider doing thrash? Because thrash metal, on the other hand, is my best compromise for my own vocal style. Channa, check this out, okay? I can't scream like black metal. I can't do that, okay? By 3 minutes, I'm done, finish, okay? It's gonna take me like 15 years to have like 5-track EP or something. Cannot. Right. My voice just can't do it, right? And I can't do the same thing. 3 minutes and I'm done. I can't do it. High pitch power metal, no chance, man. Oh, no way. So, and I like doing rap. I'm a big rap fan. Like old school, Naughty by Nature, Vanilla Ice kind of rap, man, back in the days, right, in the 90s, right? So right. I like rap. And basically thrash metal, if you think about it, it's like rapping angry lyrics in an aggressive way with heavy guitar riffs, right?
Right.
So I can rap and do metal at the same time. Yeah, I'm in. So I told Rex I want to do thrash metal because I can connect with the style of music and it suits my vocals. What do you think? And ESP has to be funny. I don't want to be some kind of, aggressive lyrics thrash metal band like anybody else. I want to be funny. So the content has to be ridiculously funny. We can talk about eating, talk about cooking, we can talk about babies who refuse to sleep at night. We can talk about my favorite football club, but no religion, no monsters, no devil. No. It's just gonna be funny. And Rex, being Rex, he thought about it, it's like, okay, it's worthy to give a shot, right? So we went for it. That's how ESP was being born.
Right. Yeah, because I know that like your first EP had a song called I Cook the Omelette, right?
That title itself is ridiculous. God damn. So, have you heard it?
I don't think I could find it anymore.
Okay, tell you what, just for the heck of it, I'm just gonna play it from Spotify, and we can just hear how it sounds like, so your friends and fans watching the Channa 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 podcast can hear how this song called. This is ridiculous. I Cook the Omelette. Who would ever think of a song called I Cook the Omelette?
The omelette.
Yeah, do you like omelettes?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Okay, yeah, so here we go. So, this is the intro of the song. Slow, groovy, romantic even. But wait, hang on, it gets better, okay? I Cook the Omelette Spanish style. Ridiculous. What a song. You feeling it? You feeling it? You okay? You feeling it?
Yeah.
I'm feeling it too. I heard this song 5,000 times, right? Oh, come on, get on with it, Rex. Get on with it. Hey. Here we go. No shit, man. This song's about an egg. An egg can eat. Thomas was his first name. Let me just fast forward to the chorus, okay? Yeah, we mean business, man. Thrash metal about omelette Spanish style. Yeah, give us a try. Why did the title caught your ears? I mean, there's so many other funny titles in the song. Right? Why did the one caught your ears? Because you like.
I don't know. It's like it's. I mean, I think your EP was saying descendants of angels and lions or something, right?
Sure, that's right. That's right. Okay, a bit of a background why Descendants of Angels and Lions, because another name for Bangkok, Thailand, where Rex is from, is called the City of Angels. So besides Los Angeles, Bangkok City is another name. No, City of Angels is another name for Bangkok City. And Lion is because Singapore's nickname is called the Lion City. So we're both from the City of Angels and Cities of Lions, and that's the reason why.
Oh, wow.
Now you know. But yeah, there you go. And every song in that 5-track EP has a funny story to tell. But I hope you can listen to it when you have spare time. We'd love to hear from your comments, okay?
Yeah. So Remy, I think one of my favorite your thrash songs is Spank the Magic Monkey.
You and I, we do that all the time, right? So what about that song?
I mean, it's so amazing. I even listened to it just before this, before talking to you. You had it on YouTube also. You put it out, right? The video.
Okay. So what about that song that made you smile and laugh? Come on.
First of all, the title of the song.
Who would have the guts to have a name like that? God damn. So when I wrote the lyrics initially, I literally want to write about the motion, the verb spank the magic monkey, right? And my wife overheard me just mumbling the lyrics. She just pulled me to a corner. You know what? You got your father of 2 girls, right? So when they grew up thinking your father write this kind of song, what do they think of you, right? So when you want to think twice. So I did. So spank, instead of being a verb, it is actually a space hero who fights evil in the space galaxy with his mighty gun. And so this is what Spank's all about. So if you're in his good books, man, you're not in your luck, man. So you got to be in good books. So Spank became a character, and is being depicted by a picture. You've seen the cover as well. Yeah. And I just want to give a shout out to Miss Rebecca Dore, the illustrator of Spank the Magic Monkey, and I hope she's well, and I hope to see her again very soon. So
so you have albums. You had two EPs, right? Like Lonely Space Monkey Part 1 and Part 2.
That is more like a compilation, because last year Rex and I, we decided to go on a mad sprint So after Spank the Magic Monkey, we decided to go on a really, really unusual way of releasing songs. We've got enough materials to come up with a 12-track album. Easy, right? We just have to wait for a little while, semi-vocal tracks from Singapore to Thailand. He does the mixing and all that jazz, and maybe voila, 12 tracks. But we want to give our fans and friends something to engage, like something to look forward to every month. So every month we got a brand new song. So we release one new song every month. Last year, 12 songs. And it's been so fun. So fun. And I don't care if it's anybody listening to me. If I want to be like, famous, right? I would have done things like Chinese pop music with thousands of chicks wanting to, yeah. Meanwhile, so metal music is all about doing something you're really, really passionate about. And I heard it from somewhere in a black metal interview. When you want to be in metal, you want to be anti-fashion. That's what you want to be. You want to be anti-establishment, anti-fashion, anti-religion, anti-everything, right? So Rex and I, we just went like, you know what? Let's go for it. We're going to have a good time. We've got the songs ready anyway. And let's release song by song every month. And because of this very fast-paced way of enjoying and releasing music, and my newfound hobby in drawing, and you might realize that some of my album covers is just done with some really, really childlike crayon arts. I drew all of them. So, and Rebecca Dorey with Spank the Magic Monkey is the only artist I commissioned for my own album covers. The rest of the 12 songs is all drawn by me.
Yeah, I've been following your Facebook recently. You this series, The Two Good Friends, that you've been posting.
Thank you. And you know what? It's being sold. All 10 drawings is being sold, and the money's hot in the pocket. The drawings on the way. So I'm very, very grateful to the person who just bought that Two Good Friends series. So what about the Two Good Friends series that caught your eyes? Tell me more about what you think.
I mean, the two friends that you're choosing in each photo is like, it's
Channa, since you talk about Two Good Friends, maybe it is time to share a bit of an experience, a life-changing experience that I had just very, very recently. You know the feeling of when you lose something very, very important and then you finally found it back like years later? Have you ever had that? Like maybe you lost a friend, or you lost a t-shirt somewhere in your mom's place. And one day when you go back to visit your mom in Sri Lanka, oh, I've been looking for you. I've been missing you. That feeling. The feeling is pretty good, right?
Right.
So Two Good Friends is paying tribute to the lost and found. Like you have two good friends. They're basically irrelevant without one and the other. Like you have a stubby chin and you need a shaver, right? So the shaver and stubby chins are two good friends.
Right.
You have electric guitar, but you have no amp. Then your electric guitar will have no sound. And that's why electric guitar and the amp are two good friends. So and I want to pay tribute to those people who has gone through a big circle of lost and found. And well, one fan and friend thought that series was very, very passionate, very, very interesting, and it connected with her. So she bought all 10 at one go.
Wow.
I'm very, 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 very happy that this newfound hobby is making a difference in people's life and giving happiness to people. So besides music, I'm dabbling into crayon arts as well.
Yeah, I really love the one that you did, the Joey Ramone one.
Oh, hey ho, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, right?
Yeah.
So that was the latest one. I did that about 2 days ago, and that is also being sold. So I'm very, very happy with that.
Yeah, because I actually went. I went to 2 Ramon shows. I went to Marky Ramon was here with his solo band a few years back, and then I was in Ireland, and then I found out the day before I was leaving, CJ Ramon was having his show
there. You saw the Ramones live? I'm so envious of you. I'm so proud of you too. Have a look at that, man. Who's the legend right here? Channa's the legend, man. What was the experience like? Tell us about it.
I mean, it's especially the show in Ireland. It's like Dublin. It's so. I haven't been to a punk show that with that energy, and then I really love the song "The KKK Took My Baby Away."
Oh man, she says she's going to LA. Oh, she's going to holiday. She's going to LA, but she never come back. She never come. I'm big Ramones fan too, Channa.
I mean, being in the mosh pit, the punk mosh pit is different from a metal mosh pit. Right?
Channa, you and I are gonna be good friends. Promise me you're gonna have a drink with me when we see each other, okay?
Right.
Come on. What are the odds, right? Megadeth, Beyond, now Ramones. Holy cow. You know what? For that, let me do something about this drawing for the punk rock thing for you, okay? I might have something for you, all right? Stay tuned.
Right. Thanks.
You're welcome. So,
Um,
yeah. You go.
no, I think I wanted to ask you about one more song, which is you had several versions. You had a thrash version, you had an acoustic version, The Girl in the Coffee Shop.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, I really love that song.
Tell me why you love it first.
I actually, to be honest, I prefer the acoustic version than the thrash version, because when you guys release it, I was listening to it while I was going outside. I was always, it came on the release radar of Spotify,
Sure,
right?
sure. Thank you.
So I was listening that, and then I really feel that sort of
the love, yeah.
experience, yeah.
The love. Okay, but just before I talk about the girl who works in the coffee shop, in the same breath, we had this song, very long title called "My Engineering Can't Replace Your Blackened Heart." We also have the acoustic version. So Channa 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 Channa. Please have a listen to that one too. So now to answer your question, what was it that you want to ask about the song again? The girl who works in the coffee shop. What was the question? The origins or the story
Yeah,
behind it?
origin. Yeah. What I was curious about this story.
Okay, man. The original coffee shop girl is a real person,
Right.
and the love story #true story. Okay, #true story. So I think it was back in 2005 when I had a chance to work in South Australia, in Adelaide. So I had a chance to work overseas in Australia, and there is this person who appeared in a daily report. I won't mention her name, but we're still in touch. We're still good friends on Facebook, and if I have a chance to see her again, I would just say hi, right? So, and this name would appear, and I was just looking at the colleagues around me in the hotel. I mean, there's no such person, right? So I just started asking my manager, so who is this person? Oh, she's a night manager. So she only comes to work at 11 at night, and she finished off at about 7 or 8. And that's the reason why you don't see her, right? Because you work from 9 to 5. So, and I was just minding my own business, and I just rocked up to a cafe just around the corner of the coffee shop of my office, right? And this really stunningly beautiful girl with long black hair, with the greatest smile, saying that, "Hey, I see your tag. This hotel. We're colleagues. I'm the night manager." It's like, oh, so you're the night manager that I didn't get to see you. You appeared in name, but I never got to see you, right? So, wow, what are you doing right here? Oh, just to make ends, not just to, work hard and get some more money so I can, have a better living for me and my family. I work as a night manager from 11 o'clock to 8, and I run a cafe as soon as I finish work till lunchtime till 2. And I'll go back to snooze and just relax and wind down and get up for dinner. And my day starts again for 6 days a week. It's like, wow, this girl is stunningly beautiful. And she's so hardworking. And she took my heart completely, right? So over the next couple of weeks, we hung out. She turned up for my small birthday get together. We hung out a little bit more after that. And we had a very, very small period of romance. And when the romance finally came, the headquarters for my company say, "Remy, you're going to Sydney." Oh no! God damn! So, and this song is a tribute to a true love story about this girl who works in the coffee shop that I had a romantic relationship with, and there's nothing I can do because I'm leaving for Sydney. So there you have it, the backstory of the song.
Wow.
So when she heard it, because I wrote the song in Sydney and I sang it over to her over the phone, right? But we know it's impossible that we're gonna get together because although it's Sydney and Adelaide, but you know what? So I went back home to Singapore. She stayed in Australia, in South Australia. I think she's dating someone very passionately now. I got married, 2 kids, so we both moved on with our lives. So when I released that song and she heard it again, she goes like, "You know what? Thanks so much for the song. I still remember you as a good friend, and it sure brings me back to that time." And you know what, Channa? That's enough for me. That's enough for me. Right. And I really have a habit of asking Rex, I got this really romantic love song. Can we do something about it? It says, yeah, leave it to me, man. So we came up with the Thrash Metal version. That's how it works.
Right.
There you have it. Ta-da! Real story. #true love story, okay?
Yeah.
Have a listen to it again and let me know what you think, okay?
Yeah, actually, as I said, I really love that song.
Thank
I
you.
listened to it so many times. If you have, if you look at the Spotify, that's the Philippines. Probably that's me.
Thank you, and please, if you can, tell more of your Filipino friends who love romantic love songs. Please give the song a chance, and please, if you can give the song "My Engineering Can't Replace Your Black and Heart," the acoustic version as well. I'm sure you enjoy it too.
Yeah, I listened to the long version actually.
The long version. Oh man, goddamn, that one was a curved banana thrown at me. And it was such a privilege to have your song covered by a good friend who's such a prolific musician. And I'm so flabbergasted and so impressed. So what do you think of his version?
Is that their version, or you featured them? There was a version with you, right?
So basically, okay, this is going to be complicated. First, there was the thrash metal version, and the backstory is like, I must be on drugs when I was writing the lyrics, because the lyrics are so complex, right? I'm not sure if it's in a good way, but it's just very complex lyrics. So the thrash metal version, and Rex back then was going into that 8-string technical industrial metal kind of thing. So he had an 8-string Nebulous Eye industrial remake. So that's version 2.
Right.
The third version is, I just want, you know what? It sounds like I can work with something acoustic. So I did an acoustic version. So now 3 versions so far, right? So Lang wanted to participate in some guitar giveaway just to support ESP. He did the power punk rock version of the acoustic version.
All right.
So all of a sudden, in the month of May, the same song, I have 4 different versions. If you include instrumental, there's 5 versions of the same song. And man, I was like blown to pieces. I got more than what I bargained for. Remember, it's 1 song per month, but in the month of May, I have 5.
Right.
Yes, and Lang did a fantastic job. Another shout out to Code Havana, son of Lang, currently in Knoxville. He's got a very interesting heritage. He's half Taiwanese and half Norwegian. And he's into one-man black metal band called Lang, and with many, many amazing music projects. So please give him a chance. Lang, Code Havana son.
Right. Okay. Remy, I also love your collaboration you did with Witch Taint, the Zombie Pura.
You see, in this world of internet, right? The thing is this: I work in sales most of my life, and I recently left the sales industry and moved on to something quite meaningful. But let's get that maybe if we have time later on. If you never ask for what you want, the answer is always no, because you didn't ask, right? So it's no. So right. for this collaboration with Rich Tame, another shout out to Into the Pit magazine with Pinum or Prapon, who featured news of the heavy metal world on a very, very regular basis, just like you. So the news popped up from Into the Pit magazine with 2 guys in corpse paint and riding a bicycle, saying that we are sons of Satan. You're shit out of luck. Man, I got to know those guys, right? I got to know those guys. They're ridiculous. 2-piece band, Witch Tame. ESP is a two-piece band. They're 2 very good-looking men. Rex and I were very, very 2 good-looking men as well. I need to be friends with them, right? So I just wrote in, say, man, Sons of Satan is really, really kicks ass, and all the best. This is Evil Singing Pandas from Singapore. Just saying a grand salute to you, right? And you know what? Dave Hill responded.
Right.
So when I asked him, why do you want to reply to me? I'm just a nobody from Singapore. And he's like, I reply to everybody. That's Dave for you, man. So long story short, I just told him that I got this song and I want to do a collaboration because I think it's funny as hell with 2-piece band with so many things in common. Why don't we be good friends? I'll do something for you and do something for me. So he said, okay, I'll provide guest guitar solos, outro. I'll do that very, very deeply. A lot of profanity in his guest vocals when I sung. He was swearing for that all that 16 bars. And Rex just went for it. We curated a 16-bar special part just for Lance, the king of black metal, to feature his vocals. So please give that song a chance too. Have you heard that one yet?
Yeah, I think I heard that. And talking about Dave Hill, so he actually came after he appeared on your ESP show.
Yeah.
He actually came on my podcast also.
Sweet. So you're friends with Dave Hill now too?
Yeah, so, and then 2 days ago, he messaged me on Instagram and asked me, when can I come back on your show?
Oh, fantastic. Oh, talking about that, he's agreed to come back on my show on the 22nd of May. But meanwhile, Painted Dolls.
Oh,
Dave. I got a CD there too. Oh, sorry. Wrong side. Painted Dolls. So that's really, really cool artwork by Dave Hill, signed by Chris Radford from Autopsy and him. And talking about Zombie Pura, the Zombie Pura patch.
Wow.
Yeah, I drew the art and made to a patch and people are buying it. Oh, I'm happy with that. So this is the album cover for Zombie Pura, and give the song a chance. And Lance, the King of Black Metal, or AKA Dave Hill, he swore a lot in that song. And I swear that's the only song in the entire ESP discography with E for explicit lyrics, man. Thanks, Dave.
Yeah.
So no,
I
really,
really love. Yeah, I really love also Painted Doll, that especially that song Together Alone.
that's right. I love it. The video is funny, man.
Yeah.
The video is really, really funny. So no, Channa, you know what I'm really, really impressed about having a chat with you in this setting. Firstly, you're calm, you're composed, you speak very well, you do all your homework, and you put every of your guests at ease. So I've got lots to learn from you, really. And I'm just gonna hopefully I can do better in my next show coming up this coming Saturday. So thank you so much for inviting me. I'm so happy that I came for your show.
Yeah, of course. So let's talk about your show.
My
Can you
show.
yes, your ESP. So tell me all this rebanding and what's happening the ESP and what is ESP now.
Okay, I mean, we've only got 12 minutes left before the 60 minutes mark, but I'll do my very, very best to just concise a long story really, really short. So the talk show In Conversation with ESP started off with just promoting ESP's music, right? You need to have an avenue to promote your music, right? You're not under a label. You don't have any professional person that push your music out. You don't have money to have like one click and all the radio stations plays a song, right? So I need to have an avenue for doing so. I was telling myself, I've got 20 years of show experience. I've been hosting weddings, I've been hosting parties for companies, lucky draws, voiceovers. Why not put that thing into use in this internet, Zoom call, Skype, StreamYard era of communicating? So the show started when I launched the song My Engineering Can't Replace Your Black and Heart. I was spending that 1 hour talking to people randomly, just responding to the messages when they just type in and ping me. It's fun. And I realized that if you're talking about your own stuff for the next 60 minutes, it gets boring. I can just put myself up and just be like this Remy ESP for like 60 minutes, day in and week out. But it's not sustainable. So, and much deliberation after, I wanted to have a community, like a circle. It doesn't have to be too big, but I need to have a circle. But it has to be a strong circle with people of the same mindset, the same wavelength. So, and in an environment where people don't judge and people don't, everybody is, respect each other with the same values and the same wavelength and the same thinking. So this is my idea. The talk show should be about a community. But what better way to have a community when you have guests come for your show? So your own fans and own friends can get to know new people who are as cool as the people that you follow, and fans from that world can get to know about ESP. So I think it's a triple win. That my fans can get to know someone new, their fans can get to know ESP, I get to know a new friend. So it's a triple win, right? So the show started with Grace Lim, our very first guest in photography. She's a big metalhead as well. So the show started. The response was good. Seeing a very, very pretty, petite Singapore girl talk about photography and metal sounds like fun, right? Then I started inviting guests after guests after guests after guests. And the circle, it may be small, but it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger and getting stronger because we are attracting like-minded people. A place that they can just talk whatever they want, post whatever they want. And as long as you don't cross the line by talking about religion, talking about politics, being unkind to one another, I'll be the first to bloody kick you out, right? So far it's been wonderful because the circle has been growing. So the ESP page is just there because it's for publicity, but most of the action is in ESP group page. I've got about 500 over organically grown members, and they've been very, very, very kind. So you're in the group, and you've been posting very, very, very actively and passionately as well. So thank you so much for giving all the great content about your podcast. So thank you so much for that. And I find it so much more meaningful. And now ESP is no longer just a thrash metal band. We're a talk show. We are an idea. We are a concept. Maybe we could be a fashion label at some point in time because the logo is pretty funny, right? So we've been selling merchandise like patches and so on, and limited collaboration with Sparrow Green, a fashion label in Singapore. And people are sticking to notice us because Evil Singing Pandas is a really, really catchy name. But by rebranding it to ESP, it becomes more versatile. It can be a little bit more agile. And some people have the problem with the word evil. Some people don't. But I thought, hey, by going ESP, we're a little bit more, more acceptable to the general public. And let's see where this takes us.
Yeah. One thing that I really love about your show is your producer.
Joey Chin. They're talking about Joey Chin. Joey Chin. Oh, funny thing. So Joey Chin, because of his family name like Chin, right? He became a verb in my house. So my daughters, when they wake me up, they will Joey Chin me by putting their chins on my chest. Oh, I'm gonna Joey Chin you, right? So a shout out to Joey Chin. But before we talk about Joey Chin, maybe we can save the story another time. Why are we called ESP now? But we can save that for another time. So Joey is a friend since I got to know in 2007. He's a very good friend of my wife, who are colleagues in the bank. So over the years, we've been in touch. We hang out for drinks and so on. But we also found out that we have a common interest in heavy music. So one of these damn days, I go like, you know what? I really need someone to do this for me, because typing, finding links, doing stuff while talking and entertaining the crowd at the same time, I can't manage that, man. Can you just try out and see how things go? Right. It was first like, yeah, I'll just do it for fun, right? But you know what? He over the last couple of months, he really grew to like it. So he's been there day in, day out, rain or shine. Whether it's the 30th of February, he'll be there, right? And really a loyal friend, a very reliable producer, and everybody needs a Joey Chin in the talk show. He's fantastic. So what he does for the show is that he warms up the crowd by welcoming everybody to the show. If there's nobody asking question, he'd be the first to jump out to ask you a first question, although he may already know the answer. And he's been doing a fantastic job by just keeping everybody happy in the chat comment. So he's been wonderful. So stay tuned for Joey. And you know what? What else did he do? One day when Dave was supposed to come on the show, he couldn't make it for last minute. Dave, you gotta pay for this. Joey jumped in and said, "Yeah, I'll stand in." So he even stand in as my guest when Dave like bailed me out. So Joey, you're really a trooper. I owe you 10 beers, maybe 11. and which brings me to a question. What about your show? Do you have someone like Joey Chin?
No, because I don't do it live, so I don't really do live shows. So
right, you should try. Wait, you should try. It's fun. It's crazy. The energy, the feeling, the emotion is so different, right? Because whatever you say, you can't retract back unless you delete the whole show, right?
Right.
So, and you try to cover up along the way. And you know who covers my ass? Joey. So really a grand salute and thanks to Joey. You've been wonderful. You've been a trooper. You're like the third member of ESP now. Wait, you're the fourth because Cole Havanason is the third. So, and do we still have time to talk about the rebranding?
Yes, we have.
Okay, it's a soppy sad story. I for a start, for a disclaimer, I love the name Evil Singing Pandas. It's funny, it's evil, it's eye-catching, and it creates an impression. People like it. But you know what? There's a small group of people who doesn't. And one of the people in that small group happens to be my mom.
Oh.
So mom just recovered from a huge ordeal. Doctor said that you're good, just take care of yourself, don't do anything stupid, don't get stressed up. If anybody pisses you off, just walk away, even if it's your son. So he doesn't want to walk away from me because I'm a son, right? So she dragged me to a corner saying that mom just went through this. You know, over the last 11, 12 years, right? You've been holding on to this band name called Evil Singing Pandas. It's funny to some, it's not so funny to me. I got a problem with the word evil. Please, for mom's sake, can you please change your band's name? So I said, yeah, mom, for you, I'll do it. And I threw a rebranding campaign and people are giving funny suggestions. Channa, thank you so much for your suggestion as well. Until one person, one lovely lady by the name of Esther, saying that, you know what, BTS, the Korean band with the song Dynamite, is making waves all across the world. Why don't you just change the name to ESP? And maybe you might end up in some talk show in America singing about songs about evil people, right? So I took her advice. I changed the brand name into ESP. It's a price to pay because the listenership for Spotify has gone down and I need to rebuild it up again. And when you type ESP in Spotify compared to Evil Singing Pandas, it's harder to find us. But you know what? For mom, for the love of mom, I did it. I did it for the love of mom. And of course, when I asked Rex about it. Rex, with so many changes in ESP, right? We changed our band's name. ESP is no longer just a thrash metal band. We're a talk show now. And we might even be a concept and an idea in the community. What do you think about that? No, I'm so afraid they're like, Remy, you're no longer true. I should sacrifice you to the devil, But he didn't. Rex, the Sex Viperon, is another person I need to give a big, big thank you to. Without you, Rex, ESP wouldn't have happened, and without your love and support, ESP wouldn't have gone through so many manifestation of what ESP is all about. So Rex, the Sex Viperon in Nakhon Pathum, Bangkok, Thailand, thank you so much for giving me this faith and your time in making music and being a good friend to me.
Right.
Now you have it. That you have why we have a rebranding is for mums.
So Remy, what's your message to the people who watch your show and support you?
This is what I do for every of my show, because instead of asking them to, say something brutal and evil, like listen to Megadeth, I don't, because in trying times like this, and during the COVID period, everybody's really, really looking for some kind of encouragement and hope, right? So I'll ask my guests to say a few words of encouragement to the people who are tuning in, or maybe right now live, or maybe later. So with the same attitude and the same spirit, I like to give some words of encouragement and some words of hope to the people who are listening to this. So firstly, thank you, Channa 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 podcast, for inviting me to the show. And in trying times like this, there's a couple of things I want to share. If it's something that wouldn't bother you in the next 5 years, don't spend 5 minutes worrying about it. Okay, because there are so many things in life that warrants your attention and warrants your love and your concern. And don't overthink. And overthinking will cause unhappiness, which leads to, illness sometimes. So 2 things. If it's not going to matter in the next 5 years, don't spend 5 minutes thinking about it, and don't overthink, because it's not going to do you any good. Everything will be okay in the end. You know what, Channa? If it's not okay, man, it's not the end.
Right. Yeah, I mean, that's last year 2020 is we survived it, right? So
yeah, we did. And as a matter of fact, not to put any cold blanket on anybody, 2020 has been a very, very merciful year to me. Despite of what's going on in the world, I'm employed. I can bring bread to the table. I managed to release 12 new songs from the band. I started my own talk show. The lost and found. I managed to rebuild some relationship, mend some old relationships, managed to let go some of the ones I can't control. So 2020 has been a very, very kind year to me. And 2021 just got even better. You want to know why? I got invited by the Channa Channa podcast.
So Remy, thank you for joining. I mean, I really enjoyed this conversation. We should have done it earlier, but
I had such a great time talking to you, Channa Channa Channa. We're gonna be good friends. We're gonna make time for each other. We're gonna be good friends. And don't be a stranger. I'll be inviting you for my talk show very soon, okay? I got tons and tons of questions to ask you. So in the meantime, please, thank you again for inviting me. Give ESP a chance. Keep posting those wonderful posts in the group chat, and I can't wait to see you again.
Thank you, Remy. Have a good night.
Until next time, bye for now.